Hello friends, and welcome back to Restore You. It is great to be back. It's been a while since I've done a video, and a while ago I did a quick short on how to make these lovely Kool-Aid dyed papers, and I am going to show you guys how to do that today. It is super easy, but as you can see, I sent my son to the store. He whipped up whatever he could find in Kool-Aid, and this is what I got. But look at that purple. I've got some papers already soaking. I've got yellow. I've got what was supposed to be green. I did keep all my Kool-Aids in just like, containers that I had, and kept those in a storage space. And when I opened it back up, it was not green anymore. It was blue, so that was interesting. And then I mixed a little bit of blue and the purple that I had to see if I would get a different result. But let's see. Here's just, these I had just taken out. They're soaking wet. After I kind of show you how to do this, I'll take everything out on our back deck and I'll put them out to dry. But I did a doily, did some lace, some regular paper. I did a few tags. There's still some tags in there. Some music, all kinds of fun things, which I'll show you in just a second. I'm gonna set that aside, and I'm gonna get right to it and just show you how easy it is. Now, this one I just started to experiment with, and can you see that? And as I was mixing, I just kind of dribbled some of it on there, so I'm just gonna have some fun with that. It smells delicious. And second of all, you can save it. You're gonna need some baking soda. So you need some, any kind that you've got. Some vinegar, white vinegar is perfect. And then you need some hot water. And this is really hot. Kool-Aid of your choice. We're gonna do red. Some gloves are probably a good idea. And I'm kind of concerned today about putting this outside to dry because we are in Iowa. We had a big rainstorm last night. It is very humid out. And I'm not sure that they're going to dry. Now, yes, I know that you can, should you choose, actually do this in, or put them in the oven. I do not, because with my luck, things would turn out not well. So you've got sodium and you've got your vinegar, and so you know what happens when you mix the two together. You get a reaction. So some people don't like to mess with the vinegar. They just do the vinegar and that's it, which is fine. But what I noticed is if you really want those vibrant colors, you probably need to add the two together for the best results. Now, this was one of the last packs that Landon had bought me. This is truly red, so we're gonna see what happens as we add to it. So here's what I was telling you. Hi, Zenny. Here, do you wanna say hi? Come here. Here, come here. Oh, no, I don't know where she's going. I haven't been on camera for a very long time. To see what I'm doing here, I just took some of this and I just used there she is. Say hi to everybody. Here's Zenny, Zenny the cockapoo. So I'll play around with that a little bit more, but I just use a whisk to mix everything together. The one thing I did notice that when I took these out is that they did need to be mixed up. I don't know if it was the baking soda. I'm not really exactly sure. I'm trying this with, these are just itty bitty baby envelopes. They're, as you can tell, they're pretty small. There we go. We're gonna see what happens. I'm putting them face down because the gummy part, I'm sure if I put it elsewhere, will stick to everything else. I've got some book pages. Let's see, let me add some of these other. And I just layer these in there. I mean, I know other people are like, oh, I just do a couple layers, and then add a couple more, but you don't need to. I promise you. This, you know what, guys? This could turn out a little orangey too, depending on what we're dyeing. So we're just gonna find out what happens here. These are like little, they're from Creative Memories way back when. They're negative envelopes, but how cute are those for little tucks and pockets? So I'm gonna add a few of those. What's this? Oh, here's our French dictionary pages. And I just kind of layer these on there. I am not going to add, you know what? I might add just this whole stack like that and keep it intact because that did not do well singly. So we'll see what happens if we just throw it in there. These are green on the other side, and I really wanted to use green dye, which turned out to be blue. But we're just gonna try those too. Here's some music sheets. And you're probably, some of you might be wondering like, here, I need to add some more to this yellow. How long to have these sit in there? Well, I can tell you it took me about, today, a half an hour to go pick up my daughter Demi, drop a couple of her friends off at their homes. And so this has been sitting here probably about 45 minutes. I'm just gonna add all of these because I've got hundreds of them. I can add those to the ephemera kits, which has kind of been fun to be truthful. You probably know, as I've said many, many times, we have an event venue and we host a farmer's market. I'm gonna add a little more water to this. And I have so much supply of ephemera because I love to auction and estate sale and thrift that I've got to get rid of some of it. So I started doing, I have a couple packets on our Etsy shop that I just threw on there, but I've been doing some and it's kind of fun because I'm hoping, and I've already met, at least via social media, some fellow crafters, artists, and junk journalists. And they happen, you know, it's so funny. You're like right in your backyard and you don't even know that these people have a love for what you enjoy. And I know, you know, we're kind of a unique breed, if you will. You know, people have to have an interest and a love for it, and you know, so it might not sell terribly well. But for the few folks that I can actually help out, share all of my goodies from all my finds and make these kits, I think that'd be kind of fun. So I'm looking forward to adding some of these pieces. You know what? Because not everybody has time or the resources or wants to mess with dyeing paper. So why not dye it for them, you know? Bonus. And all you do is just kind of, oops, shoot. Let's do some more pretties in there. That's like very red, white, and bluish. We'll just maybe keep that. The other thing you can do, I'll show you. And all I'm doing is just kind of making sure that these are totally covered. When I did this the first time, I did not worry whatsoever about whether or not I turned them over. I didn't need to. It did not matter whatsoever. So you can also do something like this. So I think I'll do that one separate. And then, I didn't warn everybody that I was doing videos, so we got Demi, we got Olivia. All right, so I'm just gonna do half of those in there, and then when I'm ready, I'll squeeze out all the excess, and then I'll flip them over. So we'll have a little red, white, and blue. If you guys remember from one of my thrift hauls, I have a whole ream of this paper. Tried it on a couple pieces, didn't like it, it didn't work that well, so not adding any more to that. I'm just gonna use all of this up. So anyway, back to the ephemera kits. I have been bundling them up. And it was so fun because I actually had a couple of people that were like, oh, if you have any of this, this, and this. So I'm like, you know, it gives me purpose. Like I now can make these kits with some kind of creativity in mind based on what they're looking for. So that's kind of fun. And then I will have those at the shop. I also, or at the market, I also did something kind of cool. I have, I don't even know if I should tell you how many books. And I just can't use them all. I've got a ton of books that there's no way that I can use them all. So I have gone through, and each week I'm going to add new books to that. These look like they need to stay in there a while longer. So I'm gonna just get the yellow out. I know those are pretty good. Look at that. And all you're doing is you're just squeezing the excess out. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. That was tan. Awesome. But you get the idea. So all of those books, instead of tearing them out and making them all into kits, I am going to gift those for some fun buys for others who like to junk journal. There are a couple that are rare, and I've stuck those in there because you never know. A book, someone who collects books might want to get some of those. And if not, then I'll just sell them on Etsy or possibly on eBay. We'll see. But I've got to purge because I have way too many. So now all we're gonna do is we're gonna let those dry, and after everything is done, I'll come back and show you some of the results that we have, and we'll go from there. We'll be back with the finished product, so stay tuned. Okay, so we have the finished product, and I'm gonna kind of whip through these pretty quickly. They turned out fabulous, and as you can tell, it really depends on the type of paper that you're going to be dyeing with the Kool-Aid as to what the result might be. So, this was in the cherry, the red Kool-Aid, and it turned out very, very pink. You can also tell that some of these others that are in, like this is more red. I don't know if really that does it justice. And then these are the ones, the blue did not turn out so hot, but these are the ones I did for the 4th of July kits, which I'm gonna set aside in my little 4th of July pack. And then these were some of the blue ones. These are the envelopes. I will tell you that the envelope did come unstuck, so I had to stick it back together. These are the little repair tags. This was one of the cute little ones that I did with all of the different colors on it. I really love how this turned out. I love that blue, and it seems that as though specifically the French book pages took the dye absolutely the best. So it was absolutely beautiful. And then these were some of the ones that I did in my first pack when I really did have a green and it wasn't a blue. There's a yellow, another blue with, and I think, I'm not sure why this has the purple specks on it, but I'm guessing maybe it wasn't mixed that great. I don't know. Because all the other ones, maybe it was purple and that's just how it turned out. This is watercolor paper. And then regular thin paper. And some of these I want to show you. I'm going to set these aside. So what I'm doing, first of all, before I show you this, is I am bundling all of these into mini kits that we will have. Well, we're going to have them at the farmer's market. Actually, I've already taken some to the farmer's market. And then I will be putting some of those on our Etsy shop, which is To Restore You. So you can find them there. Hopefully by the time I get this video up, they will be out there. So this is the last one I have to package up of that kit. But I wanted to show you what can happen to some of your papers. These are just pieces and parts that well, this one I've already cut apart, but that just didn't quite make it. And that's going to happen, which it's really a happy mistake, truthfully. When some of these pages rip, don't throw them away. Let them dry out, just like all of your other ones. And these all are ironed. So, you know, they looked really bad before I actually ironed them out. But here are some of the things that I did with, excuse me, those little bits and bobbles that were left over. So I made a little tag. This was a piece of leftover wallpaper I made into a little index card. And it just so happened it said gem on it, which I thought was so sweet. Another little tag with several different pieces of those papers. This is in, will be one of the digi kits. This is a vintage fabric and some more vintage fabric for the top. And then this was the colored piece that I just put on the back. And then this probably is one of my favorite. I'm going to be using some of these paper dolls for a cookbook. And this is the page that I did using Gathering Over a Cup of Tea with a little index card and a vintage recipe and some vintage cookbook pages. So that's going to go in there. But there's tons and tons of things that you can do with these. And then the ones that I don't decide to use from this little stash, I have been, and I'll show this in another video, but I've been making these little CD packets of small ephemera to sell at the farmer's market and on our Etsy shop, because there's just so many fun pieces, and I like to put them together sometimes by theme. And they sell very well because they're tiny, they pack well if people are traveling. They don't take up space and all of that good stuff. So I am going to have some of those at the farmer's market, and you can check out some of those videos at those are actually, our weekly videos are on it's Harmony Hall on Riverside on Instagram and on Facebook. But you know, tell me how you guys want these, because if you message me, you can do that on our Facebook group, which is the To Restore You VIP group. You're free to join that. We've got some freebies on there. I post some videos and other fun stuff. I've been a little neglectful lately because life's kind of got in the way, but there are some fun finds there. But you can message me through that VIP page if you're interested in a kit or some of our other kits. I'm going to do another quick video of our 4th of July kits that we've added to, actually, I would call them patriotic kits that we've added to our ephemera kits that also will be added to Etsy as well. So you can find those in one of our upcoming videos, and I'll link to that as well. But I thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing your results of your Kool-Aid dyed paper. So everybody go out and grab those little inexpensive packs of Kool-Aid and start creating, because it's awfully fun. I look forward to hearing from you all, and until next time, cheers.